Why women have to apologize for our flesh and bone? Why can't we cherish who we are the way we are, either short or tall, chubby or skinny? Why can't we share our creations without having to worry the destructive criticism on social media? Why it is so hard for some women to appreciate authors just how creative she is and not how her body looks or how old she is? Why can't we learn to love ourselves and acknowledge that jealousy is a sign of not loving yourself enough? Being part of many crochet groups on social media taught me that being different isn't the easiest thing, but through the light and shadow work over a decade, I learned it is important to bring this understanding to the community. It is okay to create something different from others. It's almost a must to follow your desire, your calling. If creativity meaning to create what author would like to see, then you are killing it. You are killing the creativity spirit itself, because creativity is the soul of freedom. All that had been said, just to let you know that do not give up or think that your dream isn't important. Every inch of your dream is part of the great plan from the universe. The creativity does not visit you without a purpose. Trust in your gut, intuition, and go for it. Create what your mind dare to dream. Wake up before sunrise and make the step forward your dream, even if it means to sleep fewer hours. Shut your ears from those who are afraid to leave and continue your journey with fully trust in your heart. Be present and only create out of love. Nothing can stop you. No one can hold you back. You are a gem of this sacred earth, and so I am. So now let's start this project together. Persephone Goddess top. Thank you so much for giving me a moment to share my truth and to open my heart with you in the intro. In this project, we'll need a crochet hook, 3.5mm hook, and a yarn needle. I also got this yarn needle from the crochet shop last time visiting mine. And we will need also a pair of scissors and the yarn. I use this DK weight yarn, and this is 100% cotton. And you will need also some of the stitch marker that I laid over there to show you that you will need it later on. In this tutorial, I demonstrate size XS. So first you have to make a slip knot, and for size XS you're going to make chain 108 chain. And for other sizes, you can find the written pattern on my Ravelry shop and Etsy shop. On my Ravelry, at this moment while you're watching the video right now, I also offer the coupon code of 30% discount on this pattern. You can just go to my Ravelry shop and use the coupon You Are Goddess. I put the link in the description box below with the code as well. So if you make size XS, after you got 108 chain, you make another 5 chain extra. Keep in mind that this pattern is a multiple of 6. The multiple chain of 6 plus 5. It doesn't matter how long you make, you have to make sure that it's a multiple 6 plus 5. So here I am plus 5 already, 108 plus 5, and then I put 1 single crochet in the chain of number 7, like the number 7 from the hook. So after I got 1 single crochet, I add 3 chain and I slip stitch in the first chain to create this peacocks that you call peacock stitch. And then I make another 3 chain and I slip stitch in the first chain to make another peacock. I'm not sure if I pronounce it right, but you know what I mean, peacock stitch, I guess. And then you will make 1 single crochet just right next to the first single crochet you have made. Now you make another 3 chain and slip stitch in the first chain, and again single crochet into the next chain. Now you have created 3 peacock stitches. You see, this is how it looks so far, and it's very easy. From here we're gonna chain 5, and we're going to skip 3 chain, and we're gonna add 1 single crochet into the next one. And from here you're gonna repeat again the peacock stitch, just how we did at the beginning. I'm going to show you one more time. You're going to chain 3 and slip stitch on the first chain, and then chain 3 again and slip stitch in the first chain. Then you're going to add a single crochet, you see there, just next to that single crochet you made before, and then you make 3 chain and again slip stitch in the first chain, and you're gonna add another single crochet next to that single crochet. And this is how the pattern goes. So you create now already 3 picot stitches, just like the first one. Now you're going to chain 5 and you're going to skip 3 chain again, and you're gonna add 1 single crochet into the next one. And you're going to keep continue this until the end of the row, and I will meet you there just right before the end of the row to show how you will end this row. And here we are, just right before the end of the row. I'm going to do another picot stitch just like before. The tip is just to make sure that you have made every time 3 picot stitch, not less and not more, so that at the end of the row you have exactly stitch to finish this row. The first row is always twist like that, but after 2 rows, 3 rows, it gets better. And now you will chain 2 and you will skip the next chain. See, there's 2 chain left. You will skip the next one and then you add 1 double crochet at the last chain to finish this first row. It's a little bit difficult because the chain is very tiny hole. And you see now it's a little twist right now, but it will get better in the second row. And for the second rows, you're going to chain 1, and in that, on top of the double crochet before in the last row, in that stitch you add 1 single crochet in there. The second row is very easy. After you got the single crochet in there already, you're going to make 9 of chain. You chain 9, and then you see the chain space there. In that chain space, you're going to add 1 single crochet. And that's it. This is a pattern, this is the design for second row. It's super easy. You're going to repeat that again. You're going to do a chain 9, and then you're going to put 1 single crochet in each of the chain space from the previous row. You see, you skip all the picot stitches, and in the chain space of 5 in the previous row, just gonna put 1 single crochet and keep doing so until the end of the row. I meet you at the end of the row and show you how we will end this second row. Now we're almost there. Here, our last one. So after you make 9 chain In this last one, it's a little bit difficult to see, but it's possible. You see that there is a chain from the beginning of the first row, and then you will skip the first 2 chains and you add 1 single crochet in the 3rd chain of turning chain, and that's it. We complete row 2. And for row 3, you chain 5, and this chain 5 count as double crochet and chain 2, but it doesn't matter. You just chain 5, and this row 3 is more fun. It's actually very similar to row 1. You will see in this chain 9 space from previous row, you add single crochet, see, and then you chain 3. You're going to make a picot stitch again. Then you do a slip stitch in the first chain, like so. 1 already you have made, and then you chain 3 again, and you slip stitch in the first chain. And now you're gonna add a single crochet into that chain space. And again, you're going to chain 3 and slip stitch in the first chain, and you're going to add another single crochet in that chain space. Voila, you have made 3 picot stitches here in the chain space from previous row. And from here you're going to chain 5. And then you see the chain space over there, you're going to add a single crochet there. And now you're just going to repeat what we just did just now. Chain 3, slip stitch in the first chain, you create the first picot stitch, chain 3, slip stitch in the first chain, then 1 single crochet in that chain space. You complete 2 picot stitches. And now chain 3, slip stitch into the first chain, and single crochet in that chain space. And you're going to repeat like this until the end of the row. And here I have finished the last 3 picot stitch. And I will chain 2, and here I'm going to double crochet in the single crochet from the previous row. You will see that at the end of this row there's a single crochet over there from previous row. You're going to add 1 double crochet there, and this is how you finish row 3. And you're going to repeat row 2 and row 3 1 more time. This is a trim part of the body of this top. So you're going to repeat 1 more time, row 2 and row 3. When you're done with that, I will meet you there, and then we will continue the body part from there. And here I have done of the repeating of row 2 and 3, I chain 1 and then I cut the yarn. I will weave that in later on. So now we're going to start the body part, and the body parts we're going to start and the other directions you see here. So from here we're going to make a body part. You can see that the chain space, actually that row that where I'm pointing right now is the beginning row of this pattern actually. So you see there from the beginning, that is the chain space. Now we're gonna slip knot in that chain space, slip knot and chain 2 to build up the yarn. I always like to including the tail of the yarn to make it more secure while I'm working with the yarn. So after you have 2 chain, then you add 3 of the half double crochet into that chain space. This row is also very simple. I mean, everything is simple if you know how to do it, right? So you add 3 half double crochet in that chain space. It's a little bit mess here because there's lots of tails of the yarn, but later on you be able to weave everything in. Then you chain 3, and then you will skip all the peacock stitch, and you see again that chain space over there, you see. Then you're gonna add another 3 half double crochet in that chain space, and again I like to include the tail of the yarns inside as well. So basically this row is just the repeating of 3 half double crochet in chain space and chain 3, 3 half double crochet in chain space and chain 3, like so, until the end of the row. It's very easy. You're just gonna repeat this in each of the chain space. There. Now come to the last chain space. Then you're gonna finish the same with 3 half double crochet to the last chain space. Now you have complete the row 1 of the body part. Then you're gonna chain 2 sorry, then you're gonna chain 2 as you see, and now here you're going to add half double crochet but back loop only. Yeah, you're gonna add the first half double crochet in the 3rd stitch from hook, meaning the last half double crochet from the previous row, because the chain 2 is just to build up the yarn. And pay attention here, you see the stitches have like a V shape. To do back loop, it just go to the back there and poke the hook in, and that's how you do half double crochet back loop only. And you're going to do that in each stitch across until the end of the row. It's very simple, but just make sure you only take the back loop, because this way it creates very nice texture on your top. So here I'm finishing the 2nd row of half double crochet back loop only, like so. Just make sure that you do all the stitches, then you're done with row 2. And all the whole part of the body, you're just gonna repeat row 2, chain 2, and you're gonna turn your work. Now it's just gonna show you why we do half double crochet back loop only. You see this here? It's the movement of the stitch when you do back loop only. It's make kind of like a 3D look. It's very pretty. And now for row 3, you chain 2 already. Now you're just going to do the same. You go into the half double crochet into the back loop only. You're going to poke in the first half double crochet in the last half double crochet from previous row. Make sure you chain 2 to build up the yarn in every row. So here it is. Just continue as many rows as you wish. I'm going to make 25 rows to fit me, but you can make as more or less as you wish. You can just put again your body and see how much do you need, how many rows do you need, and that. And here I am, I have complete 25 rows for the body part. And when you are here, do not cut the yarn because we're going to continue from here. Now close up to see the stitches, how pretty it is. And this is like the back loop only kind of texture. When you do a back loop only, this is the texture you get on your top. And from here we're going to make this what's so called, what I name it, the net design. So from here we're going to continue from the body part, and from here we're going to chain 3. And at the end of the row, you can see here we have 25 rows here. So at the end of the row there's a space. You're just going to put one At the end of the row, you're just going to put 1 double crochet in each of the end of the row. I mean, you're going to put 1 double crochet for 24 rows, because we're going to skip the last row, just so you know now, because sometimes people don't watch all the whole video, right? And you just assume what I said, and sometimes you don't get the same results. So just make sure you watch the video, maybe first time, to just look through and to understand a little bit, so that you don't make a mistake. So here, as you see, I poke the hook in at the end of the row to make the double crochet. And now I get into almost the last one, the second row from the beginning. So meaning I have 24 of double crochet here in total, because the last row here I will not put the double crochet there. I'm just going to leave it like that. Now I chain 3. Make sure that you have 24 double crochet like me if you have 25 rows. And now for the second row, is super easy. Chain 3, and you're going to add 1 double crochet in each of the double crochet stitch from previous row, meaning at the end of this row you will have 24 double crochet. And you will do this in row 2 and row 3. And here I have made 3 rows already of the 24 double crochet each row. Now come to the exciting part, row 4. We chain 5. We're gonna make this space for the corset closure. I'm so excited. I hope you do too. And here we're going to skip 2 stitches, and we're gonna add 1 double crochet into the next one. You see, chain 5, skip the next 2, and then the next one you add double crochet, and then you add double crochet again in each of the next 4, meaning you have 5 double crochet in total. See, 3, 4, 5, right? And then chain 2, you're going to skip 2 and then add another 5 double crochet in each of the next 5 double crochet from previous row, like so. And then chain 2, I'm not there yet. Then chain 2, and then you're going to skip another 2 and add 1 double crochet in each of the next 5 double crochet from previous row, and then you will chain again. Now I have one more here, sorry. Then you chain 2. In here, in this part, you can also chain 3 if you would like to put 1 double crochet in the last one, which is a chain 3 from the previous row, but I just chain 2 is fine for me. And I just skip 2, and then I add 1 double crochet into that one. And here is the finishing of the nest design of one side. Now you're going to repeat everything the same in the other side to finish this part in the front part. Here to finish, just not forget to chain 1 to secure the last stitch, chain 1, and then cut the yarn. This is how we finish this design, this part. And for this tutorial, I just gonna only finish into this part, and then the part 2 we're gonna continue with the straps. Now you just go ahead, repeat everything in this side to create the same design in this part as well. So here I am. I have already completed the other side for the front crochet of this nest design. This looks very pretty already. I'm going to wave all the yarn in, and now we're going to make the long strap to close at the front. You can make chain as long as you want. The first top I actually make 300 chain, but I actually don't need that long. So this one I just make 250 chain. And after I make 250 chain already, I also do single crochet back down. Here I just show you the knot of this yarn, and I just leave it like that because it's like the end of the row. I almost finished the first skein, which is 220 meter long. So now after I have 250 chain, I just put a single crochet. I skip the first one and I just put the single crochet into the second stitch from hook, second chain from hook, and then just keep doing that until the end of the chain, the end of this long chain, just to make this strap more secure and more strong. And I really like how it's also the look of it, and also it's like very strong as well. So you're going to put that single crochet across until the end, and here is the straps that I just finished the single crochet across until the end. And here, voila, we are done with this part 1, this episode of the top. And now you're just gonna use the strap to make a crisscrossing at the front. This is the first episode of this top, Persephone Goddess top. We will continue in the second episode very soon for the strap part. Just comment down below right now if you enjoyed this tutorial and if you are planning to make it for sure so that I will put the part 2 for you very soon. Alright, thank you so much for being here, and I see you later. Hey you, don't go yet. I forgot to tell you something. Don't forget to subscribe and click that little bell next to the subscribe box, because you know this is gonna make you a VIP. When I post a new video, if you click that little bell, you get a notify in your inbox right away, so that you make sure that you see my video before anyone else. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and next one we're gonna make this strap. I see you later. Bye bye.